Kia ora from Aotearoa. This is Poppy with the current 9th wave mind energy report as I intuit it in connection with earth and sky, in prayer, in meditation, in what I draw from nature that is wanting to be communicated to the human children here who share this existence with our beautiful planet and nature. And today is the day of 5 Owl, and that's in the road trecena. And so we are actually on a divine path, although it may not feel divine because the judgmental nature of our minds have been socially conditioned to see it otherwise. However, when we have this pure trust and faith in what is, and that everything is unfolding as it is meant to be, it can take a lot of pressure off us and we become much more sovereign in our ways. So this day, 5 Owl, is going to hold energy for 9 days. It's right at the peak of the DAYWAVE, and it's all about the wisdom and the sovereign warrior path. Now, Owl is multidimensional. It can interdimensional, so it can travel through all dimensions very quietly. Its wings don't make a sound as it goes through every environment, hostile or not, whatever we perceive it to be. The owl can move through it and be the essence of itself within it without judgment. I think that's what we can learn from animals, is that they don't judge a situation. They somehow seem to have the intelligence that we've lost, and that intelligence is that everything is temporary, everything has its time. Chaos comes before there's balance, chaos comes before there's order. So the day wave that we are in is 9 Deer, and that is in the storm trecena. And of course, when we're still holding energy of storm, there's going to be chaos, and there's going to be challenge, there's going to be intensity, there's going to be radical changes to our belief system. And because it's in 9 Deer, it's really about returning to the nature's healing ways. Can be the movement of cosmic energy, the movement of love, which is the ultimate one. Has a lot more power than people realize, but you have to be right there with a very high loving frequency to have that experience. And 9 is, the finalizing and the completing of an old cycle and the beginning of a new. And so this is the day wave that we're in, and that holds the energy for 18 days. So we have another 9 days with this energy also. The trecena that we are currently in is the road trecena. This is about our destiny path, and so we will be starting to find out more and more about what is our true destiny path when we've totally surrendered ourselves to divine will in divine time. What is our destiny path now? So we'll be starting to get more clues about that. I've been in little microcosms of what is myself, where there's been conflicts and there's been things that I could judge as wrong or whatever. And what I've really learnt to do is to allow it to ride itself out. And I think that's what we need to do when we're holding this energy and we're holding this frequency for the planet while she births, is actually having a very accepting and non-judgmental way of writing things out. As soon as we start judging the situation and going, this is bad and this is wrong, we're in duality, and that conflict rests upon us. We experience the pain of that conflict. We experience the misery of the judgment that is. Yet, when we become truly sovereign, then we are one with all. We are one with Ranganui, Father Sky. We are one with Papatuanuku, Mother Earth. We have absolute faith and trust in the divine. Now, there's been a lot of religious wounding. Religion has been at the core of religious wounding. It goes right back to Spanish Inquisitions. I'm going to refer to how the Maya as a culture were overtaken and devastated, and it was a bloodbath. It was total genocidal regime. And these things have come through religion. They've come through an aspect that come from the Sumerian tablets of just the Saturnian god. So we could say that was like Satanism. It's very much about division. It's about duality, and this is run through religious institutions, which has actually ended up having the effect of causing people to have a gross lack of faith and trust in divinity, in I don't even like the word God. I don't like the vibration of it, but in creation, I mean, that's my personal thing, but for many people it's going to have great meaning. And like, it's really about being able to embrace that sense of what is. And as I have let go of the areas in my life where I feel it's injustice, where I feel exiled and I feel excluded because of my choices to stay with nature, I've come to this very restful place that things are just unfolding the way they are meant to. And that those that are in those places trying to make their life work are going to be exposed to the truth. It's not going to be easy for them, and so in some ways we can have compassion, especially for those who have taken the poison of this time. It's very, very sad. Now, I've had visions of the mass exodus of souls leaving the planet, and that time will come, but I have to say that the vision was incredibly beautiful. As they descended into the evolutionary paradigm that they need for their souls, they were very, very peaceful. They kind of look like, I don't know if you know about Grey, the Grey alien race, but they did look like Greys, and they were all kind of wound up in like a silky cocoon, going down, descending down to their next place of evolution. And it was a mass exodus, and it's probably going to happen at some stage. So I think we really need to be prepared to be in a place of absolute faith, absolute trust to that this is a divine plan, and that every soul has made this choice. This is a time of testing. It's a time where we're being tested to the core of our loving capacity, and everything that is unlike that is going to come up for our healing. And some of the greatest tensions and trauma core stuff is coming up for us in life events at the moment, and they give us the opportunity to resolve them and to heal them, and to really be the warrior that is on this life path that is in total acceptance. There's no opponents left, no rivals, no fight, and no duality. And that is the sovereign victory when we get to that point. And as a collective, we can set our sights upon that. This is the beauty of what the 9-day codes within the Mayan calendar. To me, they're just absolutely magical. I'm blown away by them, and so glad that I've been connected with them, because it's actually like my map. It's like my map on the sovereign path, and it's made all the difference to my life. That's why I'm still here and I'm still alive against great odds. And many of you are. We came here to help this planet to birth and to ascend with our consciousness. So we're like a fractal of that. So what we do is what she does, and what she does is what we do. So we play the part. We are here to master ourselves. in this great field of consciousness. And no, it's not easy. It's a warrior thing. It's boot camp to the core. It's survival to the max, and finding that way is only going to happen as life keeps giving us the events that we need to make that way. And that's how much love there is. And I've been really just resting in this, and I have actually felt like I am being held and embraced by the Creator's love, and it's so beautiful. I'm really enjoying that. I've enjoyed coming back to the Creator after all this religious disorder and guru attachment and all sorts of things that I've had in my life, to actually become my own master and to really embrace this human experience. And I just want to encourage everybody that wherever there is a fight, wherever there is a conflict, wherever there is opposition, that's still the artificial tree of duality that's being served and kept alive a little longer. So it's a total faith. There's magic in it. We can only find it for ourselves. Sometimes we don't have a reference to that yet, but it will come. We can intend it. So blessings on your journey. So much love to you. May we just keep rising up through these frequencies, trusting what is. We are safe. We are one. We are loved. We are held. We are cherished at this time. So much love.